come to watch Formula One with me.
The Canadian Grand Prix is the 9th race on the 2024 race calendar. It starts on Friday, June 7th with free practice 1 and 2 all the way to June 9th when the 5 lights go out and the race begins. The track is named after the famous Canadian Formula One driver Gilles Villeneuve and similar to the one in Melbourne, which is categorized as a street circuit. This Grand Prix race was rated by fans as the most exciting race so far of the 9 races that took place, with many overtakes and battles for the lead in wet conditions. But what is it like to see the action on track with 350,000 fans shoulder by shoulder? Well, here it is. The ticket we purchased with Formula One experience included a helicopter tour of the track on selected days. Thomas was our pilot for the flight. He came to us and walked us to the aircraft. He gave us safety instructions on how to use the headset and microphone. Before we knew it, we were in air. Now we've seen the track from air, let's see it in person. As for how to get to the track, we don't really have many options. You see, the track is built entirely on Notre Dame Island in the middle of the Lawrence River, and there aren't many parking spots. The most convenient way is probably by subway. The Jean d'Apro metro station is located on St. Helens Island, a walking distance away from the Notre Dame Island. It is highly recommended that you purchase a two-way ticket or weekend pass. After exiting the subway station, we were immediately greeted by this. Anyway, we entered the track through the Passerelle du Cosmo, and the real thing has just begun. A lot is going on, as you can see in this video. The walkway is filled with fans as well as food and merchandise stands on the side. You are never gonna get lost because Formula One has signs for directions everywhere. And through the bridge, you will immediately see a small plaza with more food and the F1 official store. I do want to say that the food options are mainly burgers and hot dogs, and as you expected, overpriced. So does the merchandise. A McLaren hat will cost you over $75 US, and the same one they sell online costs you only about $33 US. Just keep that in mind. In addition to the small plazas beside grandstands, Formula One has provided the fans with something special: the fan zone. During the race weekend, F1 has converted the entire inner circle of Notre Dame Island into a festival for fans. There were a ton of activities going on. The sim racing section allows you to race 19 other fans sitting alongside you and compete to win the Canadian Grand Prix. However, the number of laps is shortened, so others have a chance to play as well. The pit stop challenge is right across, where you and 2 other fans form a pit stop crew responsible for 1 tire. It's a competition between 5 groups, and the fastest crew of the day will receive prizes. Both lines are pretty long, and so does the wait time. Right beside it is the real-size show car, which many fans choose to take pictures with, and in the middle of the fan zone sits the Champions Trophy, rewarded to the driver who scores the greatest number of points in a year. Obviously, I'm not supposed to talk about the race and show too much race footages, but I just want to share that being in a grandstand and an F1 race with all the fans watching around you supporting different teams feels quite special. It's a sport of the people. Everyone is cheering for an overtake no matter who it was, and everyone's emotion is connected. I can assure you that watching a race in person is completely different from watching it on TV, because there are so many fans that are enthusiastic about the sport, and you will naturally become one of them by sitting in the grandstand. Become excited for a driver's win, doesn't matter who he was. And this is the exact experience that cannot be delivered through TV. I encourage you guys to attend the race whenever you have a chance, and I promise, if you are an F1 fan, you will not regret it. Plus, who is going to say no to the additional Ferrari Challenge race and the Porsche Carrera North American Cup, which happens between the F1 races? Since the race had finished, the track was open for the fans to walk on and join the podium celebration. But the grandstand I was sitting at was a bit far away from the podium, which is on the main straight. Still, I went onto the track, and despite missing the podium celebration, I got to see the cars closer than I could on a grandstand. The cars that did not finish the podium were immediately covered with the black car covers, and the podium finishers were visible for stewards' inspections. We visited a few garages including Haas, Sauber, McLaren, and Red Bull, together with the finish line, and many fans were interested in taking a photo with it. I genuinely hope my experience was helpful for you to understand a bit more about the sport, and if you have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This is ZEDMO TV. I'll see you next time.